Hello, everyone, and welcome back. You know what to do. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab yourself a cup of tea, or grab yourself a cup of water, and let's get straight into the news. Okay, so I have been seeing a lot of information out there on the internet about Meghan Markle being bullied, and not just by the press, but by the royal family. And I completely disagree with that. I do think that the press has been pretty hard on Meghan. However, I do not think that the British royal family was hard on her at all. First off, even before Meghan Markle was a formal member of the British royal family, she was welcome. Let's take a look at this article from back when Harry and Meghan were dating. So the title of this article is Prince Harry Introduces Meghan Markle to Kate Middleton. The inevitable has happened. Prince Harry has reportedly introduced his girlfriend Meghan Markle to sister-in-law Kate Middleton, and Princess Charlotte came along too. According to a report in The Sun, Harry and Meghan returned to London together after their New Year trip to see the Northern Lights in Norway. The new couple were then joined by Duchess of Cambridge and Princess Charlotte, who made a special trip to the capital from Andover Hall, their home in Norfolk. Prince George was at nursery school. It says Kate was really looking forward to meeting Meghan, and she knew how important it was to Harry, a source told The Sun. They are very close, and he really values her opinion on girlfriends. Obviously, Harry's mother, Princess Diana, died when he was very young, so Kate really fulfills that older sister maternal role. It went really well, and Meghan was very excited about meeting her. So there are a few important bits here, especially the fact that Kate and Harry were very close. And Kate was very eager to meet Meghan, and Meghan was very eager to meet Kate. And of course, Harry must have been very eager to introduce the two of them. The fact that Kate and Harry had such a special relationship is so sad now, because obviously that relationship has been really damaged. Also, another point. Meghan Markle was invited to Sandringham before she was even a royal. This was actually quite remarkable because even Kate Middleton, who had been involved with Prince William for quite a long time, was not invited to be with the family during the holidays. So let's take a look at an article from that time period. And we are going back to 2017. This is an article from Express, and it is titled, Meghan Markle was the first non-royal to appear on the Queen's Christmas guest list. So it says here that normally only royal family members and their wives and husbands are invited for the whole 3-day break at Sandringham. So the Queen's invitation to Harry's then fiancée, Meghan Markle, was quite special. Channel 5 News royal correspondent Simon Vigar said, to be at Sandringham at Christmas is the inner circle. Normally, you don't get invited unless you are already married into the family firm. So, for Meghan to be at Sandringham this Christmas is exceptional. And yes, I completely agree. And it was a very monumental thing that Meghan attended the holiday festivities before being officially in the royal family. It shows that the Queen really extended herself to make Meghan feel comfortable and to introduce her to royal life and to make the transition as smooth as possible. Number 3, let's talk about their royal wedding. Oh my goodness, this royal wedding. How much money was spent on this wedding? A lot. Over $40 million was spent on the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. If that doesn't say we care, I really don't know what does. Next up, after the wedding, Meghan Markle's first official engagement with Queen Elizabeth was also pretty remarkable. It happened in June 2018, quite shortly after their wedding. Let's look at this article that compares Meghan's first engagement with the Queen with Kate Middleton's first engagement with the Queen. Okay, this is from Insider, and the title is The Queen Might Be Bonding Faster with Meghan Markle than she did with Kate Middleton, and these photos prove it. I don't agree with that. Let's just keep going. So it says Meghan Markle had her first official joint engagement with the Queen on Thursday, and it was significant for several reasons. Not only did the two of them take an overnight train ride together, but they also appeared to be having an absolute blast during their visit to Cheshire, UK. Kate Middleton had a similarly eventful first joint engagement with the Queen when she joined the royal family, but there are some key differences between them. Kate Middleton's first joint appearance with the Queen took place on March 8th, 2012, nearly 1 year after her royal wedding to Prince William in April of 2011. Meghan Markle's took place on Thursday, less than a month after her wedding to Prince Harry. Kate Middleton and the Queen took a train from London's King Cross, St. Pancras station for their visit to Leicester, UK. However, Markle got more of the royal treatment by traveling aboard Her Majesty's extravagant private royal train for an overnight trip. Okay, so obviously the lean of this story is to say that Meghan was closer to the Queen than Kate. However, let's keep in mind that this article was from 2018 and a lot has changed since then. But I do think that just looking at those two differences, it's important to remember that Kate and William were not living in London. William was still working at that time, so they were living outside of London. And that is probably one of the reasons why Kate and the Queen did not have any formal engagements together at that time. Also, I do think that this really shows that the Queen was trying to publicly take Meghan Markle in. Remember, this is right after all of the drama with her father having a heart attack and him not being at the wedding. And I think that the Queen was saying, look, I want to show that I support my grandson's wife. Let me bring her on an engagement as quickly as possible. And again, another example of the Queen really extending herself to make Meghan feel welcome. And there are so many other things that we could talk about. I mean, the private jets that Meghan took. No one stopped her from taking a private jet to go to her own baby shower in New York. She had a great long maternity leave. She took time off for holiday to go hang out with Elton John. She was able to focus on the projects that were really dear to her heart. For example, the cookbook. She also guest edited British Vogue. She was able to do a charity clothing line. And these are things obviously that she really wanted to do. And no one stopped her from doing them. It seems to me like she really had free reign within the British royal family to do what she wanted to do, and whatever was going to make her happy was within reason okay with them. And I actually think that the royal family was very lenient with Meghan. In conclusion, I think that everything that has happened in terms of Meghan, Harry, and the British royal family was their own doing. As I've showed you guys, Meghan was really wrapped into the royal family. I think that the royal family did a really good job of trying to make her feel welcome. And I do think that things started to shift when it became clear that Meghan did not want to become integrated into the royal family, but rather try to revolutionize it. And sadly, it doesn't seem that that has been a particularly successful route for her. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.